Okay, welcome to the Doing It With Purpose podcast, where I'm your host, Cornelius T. Summers, a.k.a. Little Cuddy, and the other half of the group, Gregory Peterson, a.k.a. the Deke.
Deke, what's going on,
we're
y'all?
in the building. We are here
coming in
Brisk, Clinton, South Carolina,
it's
corner of the
chilly out
end zone.
For
and
sure.
Man, we are in the third round of the South Carolina High School League playoffs, and we're live on Facebook. Shout out to all our Facebookers and our followers. But man, Greg, what is it? What is it doing, man?
Hey, it's chilly out here, man. Hey, Clinton, look like our fans coming in a little deeper than what Clinton fans coming in, man. And we way down here in Clinton, man. But we
it's
third rounds of the playoff, man.
Definitely cold out here.
Yeah, and it's definitely cold for sure.
Yeah.
So all y'all that's on y'all way, man, hey, make sure y'all bundle up. Get you some coffee or whatever you need to get through this.
Hand warmers,
everything, man.
Gloves,
everything,
hat, scarves, everything that you
can. Yeah.
And
just talking about Clinton, man. I've been talking to the fans since we pulled in, man. They keep telling us, man, take it easy on them. And I'm telling them, man, y'all know y'all supposed to be 3A, man.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know y'all not supposed to be down here beating on 2A schools like this or whatever. But, they really act like, man,
great hospitality.
Yeah, for sure. Great hospitality. But they act like, not fear us, but, they know we going to come to play tonight, man. And they just, talking to the coaches this week, man. All week long, man, the guys, they locked in. I think we ready to play, man. We just got to play our A game tonight, man.
One of the things the gentleman said when we put up is, y'all got a good one this year. Yeah. We got a great team. We got more than a good one. We got a great team, man.
We doing our thing. We doing it with passion and purpose.
Purpose and passion. Yeah. Man, this senior group that they have right now, man, is my favorite word is phenomenal.
Oh,
man.
they definitely phenomenal, man.
They're leading from the front.
Yeah.
On the offense and defensive side of the ball with your Watkins and your Christian Burkett and man, Jay Clark.
John Sawyer. Springs.
Man, Hansel.
It's
too many to list.
Amari, man, number 4, Big 4.
Oh, yeah. 56 on the offensive line.
56 on the line, man.
As they say in church, if we get the name of people, we're going to leave out somebody.
We're going to leave out somebody.
Our other host for high school game day is Mr. J. Hendrix.
Yeah.
Hey, if you drove down 26 today, man, traffic was bagged up. We got here in time, but traffic was definitely heavy. And so those who are traveling, for those who are live on Facebook and you traveling, man, please travel with safe and grace and mercy. May God help you get here safely. But what do you got for us tonight, Greg?
We're going back to these seniors, man. Well, really not the seniors only, man, but we got we had some record breakers last week, man. Whatever. And this week, Woody, man,
Tanner Watkins.
Yeah, homeboy. We got some guys that's they really close to breaking some more records, man. Just talking to Coach Gambrell this week and talking to Jay Hendrix this week, man. Whatever. I think Jay Clark is like 200 yards away from breaking the all-time receiving records.
Oh wow.
I think he like 3 or 4 touchdowns away from breaking the all-time touchdown record in a season, man.
Wow.
Whatever. So, we got some cats that they ready to break some records, man, tonight, man.
Okay.
Even KD Witt, man. I saw a little thing this week, man. I think Lou from the state paper, man. KD done scored, man. I think he like pretty much KD frying up the bacon, man. He putting it in the pan. He making the bacon, frying it up, putting it in the pan, eating it and everything, man.
Humble young
He's scoring
man.
out, he's scoring all kind of ways, man.
Coach Lawson allowed me to come out and practice with the guys yesterday. And I spent some time with a few of them and took some photos. But
we got the Jones in the house.
One of the main thing that they alluded to, the players, was all of them was thankful, man, for just practicing on Thanksgiving Day. They hadn't done that in a while.
Long time, man.
And so they were thankful to God for all those different things. And so with them being thankful, man, I was just happy that those guys showed reverence to something higher than themselves. It just goes back to the type of coaching that Coach Lawson and the culture that he's brought to this team, man. It's unthinkable. Complete turnaround from some years ago. Not that everything was bad, but it's going from better to great. And you couldn't ask for it. It speaks to why they're undefeated.
They pretty much it's a great turnaround, man. It's like going from night to day, man, or whatever. Because we wasn't even thinking about no playoffs. Well, we'll make the playoffs, but the first round we out, man, whatever. And then pretty much we wasn't playing good football. And look at it now, man. We what, 12 and 0?
12 and 0.
12 and 0, man, playing great football,
Giving
man.
Up, maybe,
hey, they go Miss. Hey, the record breaker, Miss Tanner Watkins, mom.
That's
yeah,
it. Yeah,
Miss Watkins.
Have her come on in. Have her come on in.
Oh yeah.
Have her come on in, Miss Watkins. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Miss Watkins in here.
Yeah, get Miss Watkins on here for a second.
Oh yeah. Hold on
She's
one
just
second.
gonna say hi. Yeah, whatever. Hey.
Put on the
Yeah.
headset.
Oh my.
Yeah.
What you want me to say?
We're gonna talk about the record breaker. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the record breaker.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what do you?
Yeah, Tanner Watkins' mom. So what do you think about Tanner? Hey, how you doing this week? Hey, you fed him good? Hey, he ready?
I gave him his pep talk.
You did?
Okay.
He ready?
He
That's
ready.
what's up, man. That's all we need to hear.
Yeah.
That's all we need to hear. So how you doing tonight?
I'm awesome. How y'all?
We doing pretty good. You look cold?
Freezing.
Not freezing. Y'all heard it here first. Tanner Watkins' mom says she's freezing already.
So what
Yeah.
advice as a mom of the starting quarterback, QB1 is what his
Yeah.
nickname is.
Yeah.
What conversation would you have with him prior to him leaving to go off to the school today?
Yeah.
What I told him was, go out there like it's your last game. Give it your all. Leave it on the field, and you and your teammates bring us a W.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Leave it on the field.
Yeah, leave it on the field.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a great advice. Great advice.
And
Can't get no better than
hard.
that.
I heard the emotion.
Yeah.
You know, when you said it, and just to mention the words last game,
Yeah.
it is our prayer and our hope that Batesburg
Oh,
does
yeah.
exactly what
Nah.
Batesburg does and has
Nah.
done all season.
Oh, yeah.
But these guys have to approach every play tonight like it could be their last game.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh, yeah.
especially for the seniors, they've done a phenomenal job. We just finished alluding
Yeah.
to that fact, but especially Tanner. Tanner has been the starting quarterback
Oh,
for the
yeah.
last 3 years
Yeah.
and made a huge impact. And everybody knows, being a quarterback, the starting quarterback, you're automatically a leader of this team.
Yeah.
And I've watched him do that. Down at the Strong Thurman game,
yeah.
he
Oh,
threw
yeah.
an interception. He came to the sideline and he shook it off and said,
salute the
"Hey,
game, too.
we're
And
not down."
that's what I tell him. I say, Tanner, when you make a mistake, you got to push it to the side,
Yes,
move
ma'am.
on to the next play.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
No doubt. No
Yes,
doubt.
ma'am.
So you sound like, hey, you pretty much taught Tanner how to play quarterback?
I've played every sport.
Oh man, that's where you get all this
Yeah.
from.
Yep.
You
Yes,
claiming
ma'am.
all of it. That's right,
Yes.
Ms. Watkins.
How many touchdowns? Is he breaking into your records?
I ain't threw no touchdown, man. But I can throw.
You said you
Oh,
can throw,
I
yeah.
believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
I
We
believe
throw
it.
in the yard all the time.
Oh
so.
yeah, that's
I
what's
believe
up.
it. I
That's
believe it.
what's up.
And I can imagine having that level of support tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I believe Batesburg is going to pack the stands. We may have to go on the other
Yeah,
side and
yeah.
take up some of their
We
seating.
filling it up,
Oh, yeah.
y'all.
But we
Yeah.
just thank you for
Yeah.
bringing us a joy and
Oh, yeah.
an amazing son and such as Tanner Watkins.
you.
And
Thank you.
we're wishing these guys the best tonight.
Yes,
I
sir.
know you
Oh, yeah.
believe in him. We believe in him.
Yeah.
The fans believe in him.
Oh, yeah.
And so we just thank you for stopping by. You walked
Yeah.
by and you were a substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Our co-host there, Mr.
Yeah.
J. Hendrix. We don't
Yeah,
want him
he
to
done
quit on
stepped
us,
in.
so
Yeah, yeah.
we're going to step in and get him in. But
Oh, yeah.
thank you for stopping by.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thank
Ms.
y'all.
Watkins. Thank you. Yeah.
Go Panthers.
Oh yeah, go Panthers. Yeah. Come on, and we got Mr. J. Hendrix, Mr. Batesburg-Leesville all-time. Hey, anything you want to know? Hey, he coming to the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
The stat guru.
yeah, the stat guru. Yeah.
Welcome, Mr. J. You want to sit
Yeah.
in the center? You be center of attention.
Yeah.
No, I do not want to sit in the center of attention.
Yeah.
Y'all be fine with that.
Oh
so,
yeah. Oh yeah.
But welcome.
Yes, sir.
Are we still good, CJ, on the video quality here?
Yeah.
We still good. All right.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah.
Mr. J, welcome
Just
to the
put
show.
just blur me out. That'd be fine. So,
Mr.
Yeah.
J. Hendrix, and
Hey,
here
here
comes
they
a
come,
few of
y'all.
our Panthers.
Here they
Here
come,
comes
all
a few
white.
of our Panthers,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
looking just like the team that we know that they would be.
Yes, sir.
And wow. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah.
I've been out of school over 20 years, class of '99, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I was coming down the road, my son was sleeping. I got emotional coming down the road tonight. I got real emotional for the simple fact I think some of the parents and some of the fans, we may want it more than the kids want it. We know that they want it, but we
yeah.
don't. I don't think they realize how bad we want it for them.
That's always. Though, man.
But they have to do the work.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
that
yeah.
starts with
Yeah.
give us some stuff they have to do tonight, Mr. J.
well, I think we saw it last week in the cold. We put the ball on the ground a couple of
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Threw a
Can't do
pick.
that.
We can't make those
Yeah.
mistakes tonight. We
Yeah.
got to clean
Got
that
it.
up.
Yeah.
Turnovers are going to be key tonight.
Yeah.
One of the things I kind of heard was, Clinton might talk a little trash, might try to get under
Oh,
your
yeah.
skin.
Yeah.
Don't take
Yeah.
the bait.
Yes, sir.
Just
Yeah.
walk away. And
Yes, sir.
We've had those mistakes earlier in the year where we get some personal foul penalties, unsportsmanlike conducts. We got to be clean tonight.
Yes, sir.
I think if we play clean football, we'll win tonight. But if you can't give them points like we gave 2 touchdowns to Andrew Jackson last week, and it didn't matter. We were that much better, but that's not going to be the case tonight. This is real.
It's an equally matched team.
I think it's going to be kind of even kill right here, man. Whatever. I think they got a lot of weapons. We got a lot of weapons. And I was telling them the guys from Clinton earlier, great hospitality, like Cornelius said. Hey, we have to play our A game tonight just to win this game.
Absolutely.
If we play our A game, we good.
And they probably feel the same way. If they come out and play their football, both of these offenses have been high-powered all season.
Yes, sir.
And we know that they hung 50 on us the last 2 times. The last 2 years, they hung 50+. And, maybe that plays into our advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Our guys are going to be focused, want revenge. And maybe their guys are going to be a little cocky like, they're overrated.
So, but I was telling them guys earlier, man, they really hadn't seen this defense that we're going to display tonight, man, whatever, because our defense has carried us this year or whatever. And our offense has done great. They done what they need to do or whatever, but this defense has for sure carried us all during this season, man. It ain't been close to giving up 50 points this year.
No, not even. Barely gave up 50 all season.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
The most we gave up was that 35 against Abbeville, and nobody else came close. The 14 last week, I think, was second.
Yeah.
So the defensive front, we talked about them last week. They're going to have their work cut out for them, hold the line. And then that secondary is going to have to, they're going to have to do some run support tonight, and they're going to have, but they got to play those assignments and not give up any big plays. If we can keep them in front of them and make them march down the field, you can't give up the big plays, and they're not going to want to give up the big plays to us as well.
That's what I was just about to say, Jay. Pretty much, we got to worry about their big plays, but they also have to worry about our big plays, man. And I tell everybody, I told the Saluda fans and I told the Strong Thurman fans, hey, if Tanner Watkins is on, y'all probably going to be in trouble. We just have to get him on, make sure he's on. And just talked to his mom. His mom just left. She said she done gave him the pep talk the day before she sent him off. Hey, she been talking to him all day, man, whatever. And she say, hey, he ready to play.
Well, Ellie, in her own right, a great athlete back in the 90s. Softball. Went on and played at North Greenville. Yeah, she's a great athlete as well. And so she can talk, sport. It's not just trying to keep them grounded, but also to how to focus and how not to get too caught up in the hype. Because this is obviously the biggest game of the season.
I mean, it is.
Your third round of the playoffs on the road at a perennial power. I was trying to think of it. I mean, we've got 7 state championships in our history, but Clinton's right there. They've got 7 or 8 as well. So they're a powerhouse as well. The last time we played them in the playoffs right here in 1981, they beat us 6-0.
6-0. I saw that.
And
I was born that year.
Well, I was all of 7 at the time, so I was young. But that was a team with Alan Mitchell at quarterback, Russell Bryant at running back. We sent 2 to the Shrine Bowl that year, 2 to the North-South, and
dropping down.
So we were a powerhouse, 11-0, and then you only had 4 rounds of the playoffs, so that was the quarterfinals, same as tonight, very similar situation. And I've talked to some of those guys, and that for whatever reason, you're 2 years removed from a perfect season state championship, and a couple of them were even talking about how they looked ahead. They were wanting to, Myrtle Beach was the team they were looking to, and you can't overlook, and I don't think anybody's overlooking Clinton tonight.
I don't think our guys are looking ahead. I think they concentrating on what's in front of them right now. I think they pretty much they locked in on Clinton, and just seeing and hearing some stuff in the streets, man, about how Clinton is talking and what they want to do and what they think they are, whatever. And they actually are a 3A team, man, whatever. And they just dropped down this year. So with them talking and doing all the talk, whatever, and I've been telling our guys, man, let's just do our talking on the field, man. Friday night right here.
Well, in touching on that, I haven't really dove deep into the numbers, but with Gray Collegiate and all those charter schools, with that multiplier, they went up, and that's what pushed Chester and Clinton down a few notches.
I didn't even think about that.
But so they really kind of benefited in a way. Although, maybe they wish they were still in 3A.
Some of the fans said that.
Yeah, because they probably are missing some of their rivals, those traditional teams that they normally play. But, if you look historically, Clinton, used to be in the same conference with Newberry. Well, Newberry has been down in AA for 20 years now. Woodruff's an old rival, but it's ironic. Woodruff used to be 2A, now they're 3A, and they've flipped roles. But, this is a historic place. This is now the middle school campus. They've got a new high school right down the road.
Yeah, right down the road.
But kind of like Saluda, they didn't want to leave their historic stadium, and so I don't really know how old the stadium is. Probably 60s, maybe 1950s, 60s.
Don't look that bad though.
No, but I will tell you this, and I remember this from 2 years ago going over there. Those fans on the home side are sitting on concrete tonight. You know that's going to be cold tonight. But hopefully they brought some seat cushions.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you gentlemen. Both have put on the purple and gold and played in the pit. And
I did not play.
Okay.
I was tennis.
Oh, no problem. I was in the band. So this question is for Greg.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've traveled.
Yes, sir.
What is that bus ride from the Panther Stadium to whatever location, a location like Clinton today? What is that bus ride?
Oh, the bus ride is quiet, man. Everybody locking in, man. It ain't no talking, no playing, no laughing, man. Hey, back then, man, we didn't have headphones and stuff like this. Nowadays, these cats, they probably got the headphones on, listening to music, trying to lock in, man, whatever. Hey, and you just thinking about that, man. The ride to Woodruff. I tell you about the coldest game I done played in, man. Whatever. Hey, the ride was, it was long. Hey, pretty much, cats was getting some sleep. Hey, just listening to music, you know. Hey, just doing pretty much nothing, man. Trying to get your mind focused on what you got to do, how you got to do it, and make sure you're doing your job for the man beside you or whatever.
Wow.
So that pretty much was the ride there, man. Whatever.
The ride, like I said, the ride for me from Batesburg here today was just emotional. Greg called me and said, hey, we're going to run into some traffic. And I was like, okay. And then once we ran into it, you know, I started to get a little jittery and a little nervous. And, you know, because I want it for these guys just as bad as they want it for themselves. Like I said, I had the opportunity to go out yesterday, and they were just in great spirits. Great spirits. They were all in. They were enjoying the camaraderie, the laughter, and the fun of just practicing on Thanksgiving Day. And I think all the hard work that they have put into this season, it's all got to come together tonight.
And I was when I played, I feel you being nervous and butterflies, because I always had butterflies, whatever. I actually, when Cam was playing, I used to have butterflies then. But like now, I really don't have no butterflies, man. And I feel confident that, our team, the team that we got, the team that I done seen all year, I feel like, if we play our game, dictate the game, whatever, I feel like we're going to be all right. I feel like we're going to be fine, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think if we're able to do what we
do.
I mean, they I'm hard-pressed to believe that they can take out both aspects of the game. You mentioned if Tanner's on, it's going to be tough. He has not been asked to do much the last couple of weeks.
No.
He's going to be asked to do something tonight. He's going to have to have that Saluda-type game where he makes big plays.
Exactly.
And just like at Abbeville, that was a game where
both in the air and with his feet.
Exactly. And see, that was my thing. I was talking to some guys this week, and I was telling them, I was like, normally how football works is you pretty much you run to pass. But I think against Clinton tonight, I think we need to pretty much pass the run. So once because they know we're going to run the ball. They already, everybody and their mama pretty much, they knew last week.
A blind man can see that one.
He can see that one, man, whatever. So, with that being said, once they're going to be keying in on the run, we start passing this ball. So now they got to open that defense up a little bit, drop them guys out of the box or whatever. And then that's when you hit them with Saban. That's when you hit them with KD. That's when you hit them with the Tanner Watkins. Whatever.
And I truly believe there's going to have to be some other ball carriers. You got LJ Williams. I think he's going to have to carry the ball tonight and to free up some.
There you go. What's up, man?
Things for Savy. And I really think Tyler Klassen is the key missing part here. I think he's going to have to make some special throws because they're either going to double team KD. And put their best coverage guy on Clark, which again I don't think a linebacker can guard Klassen. And he's been sure hands.
I don't think one guy can guard Clark though, man.
No, I don't.
I don't think one guy can guard Clark.
I don't. Whatever. So, but we'll see tonight, and as we prepare for this big matchup, it's just man, I'm getting goosebumps even in this cold thinking about it.
So Jay, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Just talking to Coach Gambriel earlier this week. I heard that it could be some more records broke tonight for the season.
So let me pull my notes out. And that one's, you probably want to look at that one too. That one's kind of got a lot of the just kind of compiled stuff.
Man.
So
So who is this on the front? 24.
Randolph Scott.
That's Jameis Johnson. 2000. That's
okay.
In the 2005 championship game.
Oh yeah.
So last week, who saw a school record rushing from Amadre coming?
334 yards, 5 touchdowns.
That's because we was down on the sideline, and me and Lil Bit, we was talking. We was like, man, he probably got about 250. He got to have at least over 200, man, whatever. And I text Jay, and Jay was like, hey, 3-something. I was like, man.
Well, he broke about 360 yards or more.
Oh, well, he had a couple of them called back.
Back.
So, during the end of the third quarter, when he had I had him at 299 because I'm keeping the stats in doing the PA, and I stepped next door and I told Coach Ballman, I was like, hey, he's at 299. He needs 25 for the school record.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, we'll work on it.
Yeah.
Well, that next series, he gets 25 yards. And so I'm like, dang. And I went back through my notes because I can make a mistake. And so there was one play where he got in a long run. There was a penalty. And so it ended up marked off. He only got, it was a 2-yard gain, but it was really a 12-yard gain because it's from the spot of the foul. So I made a 10-yard error, and I found it before the game was over, and so I was able to make that announcement, which was pretty cool. But with that big game, he's now over 2,000 yards. He's in rare company there.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So he is 4th in the single season record. Now, he's not going to catch DeKay's Keith tonight.
No, 3K was told me.
Yeah, 3K had 2,550 yards back in 03.
Wow.
But,
he might get 500 tonight, Jay. He might get 500.
If he gets 500 tonight, we'll be playing next week for sure.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
But, he could certainly catch Sherman Scott from 95. He's only 42 yards back from him. Eric Henley from 1993 is at 22.07, so he needs about 150 for that. Yeah. But, Tanner set the passing record, so he's got the career passing yards and touchdown mark.
Yeah.
And then Jamarius has moved up, and he's closing in on like that top 5 single season mark. He's at 576 yards.
Yeah, I think he got something close to touchdown. Him and KD got touchdown.
Yeah,
close to that too.
Yeah, so KD's got 9 touchdowns on the season, receiving touchdowns. Yeah. 10 is the record by Mario Waters in 2007.
Yeah. Mario.
And then career receiving touchdowns, Jamarius actually has 12. And 15 is the record by Mario Waters. And he is tied with Junior Wigfall. You remember Junior?
I remember Junior Wigfall.
Yeah,
Jack Henry.
And Big Boy was the quarterback during then.
Yeah.
When Mario.
Yeah.
It helped that, Gerald was the 10 touchdowns. That was Gerald Jones connecting with Mario Waters. So, and Gerald just happens to hold the single season passing touchdown mark with 22. And Tanner's 5 back from that, so he probably needs a couple of weeks. Maybe tonight's the night.
I hope so.
Again, if we have 5 passing touchdowns, we'll be back next week. Just to mention some other names in there, that single season receiving touchdowns, he's currently tied with Rodney Price and Junior Wigfall at 9. Again, some big names from back in the mid '80s.
So. Rodney played with me.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And then went on to have that good career in Carolina as a punter. So there's a couple of marks that could fall, and that's just kind of looking at some of those offensive numbers. And with Amadre being a junior,
oh wow, he's going to smash some records.
Yeah, Terrence Wilson's career record, it's nowhere close now. But
he had 4 years. And I think Amadre just got 2.
Well,
3.
He'll be. Yeah, he played one game his freshman year, just a 60-something yards in that playoff game at Newberry. But so if he has a season like this next year, he would catch Terrence Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And Terrence is over 4,000.
His uncle Terrence Wilson.
I'm sure there's no trash talking at that Thanksgiving table.
Nah.
So
they probably got along real good.
Oh,
whatever.
Sure. Well, hopefully Terrence is giving him some tips.
Exactly. We'll take that.
And Terrence might be telling him how to hold on to the ball.
Yes. Definitely will take that.
Don't put it on the ground.
We're speaking of records, but I'll be honest with you. We've heard all those great records and great opportunities, but the record to beat is to win this football game.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Because that keeps them in the hunt. That keeps them in the. It places them in the upper state championship at home.
Yeah.
And is it true that Batesburg has never hosted an upper state championship, or is that?
No, we have. It's not been many, but we hosted in 2001. I believe we beat Abbeville at home.
Okay.
95 we beat Lamar at home.
Okay.
But most of them have been road games. That is kind of an odd thing.
We definitely been road warriors, man.
Yeah.
We definitely been road warriors.
Well, tonight is the night to be one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The league. Hey, we used to when Camden was playing. Hey, we pretty much was in the lower state then, and we traveled all over the lower state. Barnwell,
I think Mullins,
Whale Branch,
all the way down in Buford.
Black was it
Bamberg Earhart?
Yeah, whatever. And we called them pretty much the Legion of Doom because they was going down there doing their thing.
Yeah,
man.
one year had to go all the way to Andrews.
Yeah, Andrews.
From
man,
Halls.
that was a ride right there, man. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But fortunately, not having to do the Road Warrior this year. So, and B&L with 6 regular season home games, 2 in the playoffs. 8 wins at home this year.
Yeah.
That's impressive, and that's pretty close to a record as well. But we're going to see what happens next week against Fairfield Central if that happens.
Yeah.
The other game is Fairfield Central hosting Central Pageland tonight. That's your other upper state matchup. But the bracket works out where the winner of this game will host next week.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because they're both number 1 seeds.
Yeah, both 1 seeds, and the way the bracket's set up, they got the H for that home team in our little bracket, just like they had the H for Clinton in this one.
So my question to you would be, and this has been asking me 3 or 4 times, and hey, I gave my answer, not that it was the right answer, because I really didn't know for sure, but that's just the way I thought it was. Since Clinton is in Region 1 and we're in Region 2, that's why they got the number 1.
They rotate it. So
for real?
The bracket, if you look at it next year, because this is year 1 of that realignment, next year those H's will shift and they'll be in the other.
Oh, for real? Okay.
So
I was almost right.
Yeah, they
make it the word randomly.
So, they make it fair. Just this year. And so if this was next year, this game would have been at B&L, but the upper state would have been on the road at Fairfield Central.
Okay. And then my other question would be pretty much, I don't forgot what it was, man. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't forgot what it was. Just that quick.
Is the cold getting to you already?
Yeah, it is, man. It is.
The temperature has dropped definitely since we got out here
and whatever.
Yeah, I think when I got out
kind of stuff.
When I got out of the car, it was like 45.
Yeah,
so
man,
it's probably.
I think it's supposed to get down to 27 or something, right?
Yeah. Fortunately, that'll be after we're done here tonight.
I hope
but
so.
It may very well get down into the upper 30s or something.
4 overtimes if we need to.
No.
Nah. Well, if it take that for us to win, I'll take it.
True. Yeah. And I say that, and I'll be sitting in the press box. It may not have the greatest heat in the world, but it won't be out in the elements. So my son is here tonight. He's going to be braving the elements, but I'm going to be spoiled sitting up in the press box. So
yes, sir. Send some warmth down here every now and then.
Exactly. Just say blow on us down here or something, man. To let y'all know, man. Hey, our stands about full. And Clinton has plenty of room over there. They might need to give us a section or something, man. Over there, man.
We have definitely brought Batesburg-Leesville with us tonight.
So you remember little things from when you're a kid. And I'd obviously been to games before, but the first game that I specifically remember being at was that 81 playoff game.
Oh, for real?
And so, but I'd been to games before. Yeah. And I say that because we ended up sitting on the Clinton side. B&L side was full that night. It wasn't as big back then as it is now.
Yes, sir.
So my dad, he's got 2 little boys, so we go sit on the Clinton side and I unzip my jacket and I pull out my B&L program from one of the other games, and my brother's like, "Oh, you're going to get beat up." I don't know. They weren't beating up 7-year-olds, but so I remember it specifically because of that. But so I know I was there in '81 for that game, and but obviously a few other games because I had a program. But Dad certainly didn't bring us to the first game that night. So it's kind of neat. This is a really good environment. They've done a lot of great upgrades here.
Yes, sir.
Nice for the restroom facilities, the field's in great shape. It's a nice stadium, and obviously they wanted to keep that history at this stadium. They got those unique light standards. It's not a pole. It's kind of a like a tower.
Like a plane's gonna land.
It's kind of cool. It's a neat environment. So
that 81 game, was that your coldest game?
It was cold. I don't know if I can judge it off of being a 7-year-old at the time, but there were some other games that would probably rank up there. That 2013 Upper State game at Chesney, one was freezing cold that night. That one probably is the one that sticks out most in my memory. But also, again, I was sitting in the stands that night doing the radio broadcast. So I'm a little biased. I've been in the press box for 30 years. So
man, you done got soft on us.
Yeah, I have.
You got soft on us, man.
People talk about how cold it was.
You're not painting your chest purple tonight.
Oh, I don't. Hey, nobody wants to see me take my shirt off. Nobody. Not even my wife. So.
But
it's getting late, man. So it's about it's almost that time. I think what we got 30-some more minutes. So Jay, you got to get up in the press box, right?
Yeah, we got to hit that way.
Yeah. Okay then.
All right. So before I go, what's your prediction?
My prediction, man.
I mean, we've had it easy the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. This right here could be rough, man. Hey, for sure, I'm taking Batesburg, man. So I'm thinking it's gonna be 28-21. Us. Batesburg-Leesville, 28-21. Yeah.
I go 28-24.
Okay. And I'm thinking I'm going even higher than that because I think it's going to be more like that Abbeville game where it was 37-35. Yeah. I think it's 35-32 or something. Some kind of crazy thing. Again, I think obviously we're all homers. We're
exactly. We definitely put it for baseball.
We're expecting being able to win this game, but I think it's going to be a dogfight. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yes, sir.
You know, Tanner has kicked a couple of field goals this year. His longest was 39 yards.
Said 24, so that might be it.
So hopefully, if we need him, he can come through for us. I think he's 2 of 5 on the season. He hadn't had a lot of kicks, but he did make that 39-yarder. At least it gives you confidence that he's got a chance.
Yes, sir.
So one of those kicks might come in handy. It did. It did at Abbeville. It might come down to something as close as that tonight because I think it's going to be a dogfight.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully the people here can be loud and pull us through. And it's going to be fun.
12th man on the field.
We definitely going to have the support tonight.
12th man on the field.
We definitely going to have the support.
Back there.
If the people showed up, if they drove an hour and they're going to sit in the cold, they better be loud.
They better be loud. Yeah, give us something to cheer for, man.
But we got to get Jay to the press box. We got to get him some warmer gear. But our motto here at Doing It With Purpose podcast is, as Greg would say, if you're not doing it with purpose and you're not doing it with passion, don't do it at all. And so we just thank you, Jay. We're hoping to be sitting right beside you in the cold again next week outside the pit. But to these guys who've had a phenomenal season thus far, we're rooting for you. We're wishing you nothing but the best.
Now, don't let it stop right here.
Bring us back to Batesburg tonight.
Exactly.
Bring it back to Batesburg tonight.
And I do know that if they come back, the police will have a police escort for them.
Yes, sir. We'll be right there in it too, Jay.
Bring them right to town.
Oh, yeah. And the Panther fans are still pouring in.
They coming in by the
traffic tried to hold them, but they couldn't hold them. So, again, you all check in with us. We're going to go down to the field and get some live action, get some footage from both us. And check out the Twin Shot Productions. They're going to have a phenomenal game recap.
I saw them walk through, man. They out there getting some footage now, man.
So we thank you all.
Hey, God bless. Good night.
All right, thanks.